Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jackie at All Things by Jackie. If you are new, don't forget to subscribe, and for the returnee, thank you so much for always tuning in. This video is an unplanned video. I'm in bed. I decided that I want to record anyway. Something came to my mind and I realized that I wanted to talk about it anyway, like sooner or later, right? So why not now if I can? Yeah. Back in 2014, I was diagnosed with bulging disc. Bulging disc, I will insert a picture here of how the disc look when they are bulged or when they are herniated. And mine in these situations, they are bulged, so they are called bulging disc. And that's my lower back disc. They are lumbar cervical, whatever they're called. So them doctors tried everything they can. They couldn't find a diagnosed for the situation. But I kept on trying and living my life. So that was 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I'm sitting here 8 years later with the same issue, same problem. Still no doctor can find a solution to my problem, and I have no idea what to do with my life. One minute you feel like you are moving forward, and the next minute you feel like you are not moving anywhere. I just don't know. I can't figure it out, and I don't know. If anybody is going through the same situation, maybe they can share their experience with me and maybe they will help me. I went through pain management back in Toronto. We were doing a back pain pain management, where they teach you how to live with the pain. Imagine being taught how to live with the pain. It means they come to a conclusion that they can't cure you, they can't find a solution to what and what not. I tried physio. I used to do physiotherapy. I did physiotherapy in Fort McMurray, but each time I come from physiotherapy, the pain was unbearable. Like, the pain was too much. I didn't know what to do, so I stopped physio. I stopped going for physio because it was too painful. Then when I relocated to Toronto, pain was worse. I decided that I wanted to give it another shot at physio. I tried. It was not bad, but it wasn't good. But the one in Toronto, I would say it helped. Like, it wasn't as worse as it was in Fort Mac. So yeah, I stayed there. I got it, and I also did the, what is it that they do? The needle that they do with chiropractors. Those needles that they put in your back and stuff. And because this thing, it was just kind of like an experimenting kind of thing, just trying to figure out a way, figuring out a solution on how to find you help. Like, they did everything they could. And yeah, long story short, I'm sitting here in the middle of my bed once again, where I woke up 14 years ago, not moving and not being able to do anything. And like, to just give you a little bit of history, when I woke up that day, I woke up in the morning. It was July 14th, 2014. July 14th, 2014. Yeah. I woke up from my bed, wanted to go to the washroom, went to the washroom, came back, sat on my bed, received a phone call, but I left my door open. So I was like, you know what? When I'm going to be talking on the phone, it's going to be too noisy. Let me just close the door. And I couldn't get up. I couldn't move from my bed to go close the door. So I screamed for help, and my friends came and helped me, took me to the hospital. Up to today, been in and out of ER, and yeah, that's what happened. I went to a point where I couldn't walk, couldn't stand, being carried, and my husband refusing that, no, you're not getting a wheelchair, because by the grace of God, you're going to be healed. I'm smiling, right? Yeah. The grace of God, and here I am again. it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. Imagine being in the diasporas and all you have is just friends. Sometimes, and this is part of the reason why I say family is not always blood. Friends can be your family. Friends can be more than family. You would have people that stayed there, that has been there for you through thick and thin, and no matter what, you just consider them family. You don't consider them friends anymore because they just become that. They became that thing to you, to understand what I mean. They became something more important to you than friendship. Friendship, it is important. I'm not saying friendship is not important, but sometimes some people, when they come to your life, they bring more value than you thought, you know. And right now, as I'm sitting here, my back decided that it wanna give me trouble. It's striking and striking and striking. And as it's striking, I'm realizing that I'm becoming I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. I don't know what to say about it. It's just it's just one of those things that you don't even know what to do or what to say. I went to the doc like back in Feb. No, put it in the sitting room. In the sitting room. I went to the doctor like in Feb. First time since I came to Namibia. And they sent me to Winter because I stay in Swakop. Was just specialist. I was there. The specialist was like, no, they cannot see me because I don't have an MRI. So they were supposed to book me for MRI, which didn't happen. And today, on Tuesday, I went back to the hospital because imagine being in bed like for 2-3 weeks. It's not a joke. And I'm not like that. I'm a very active person. I'm always moving. I'm always moving around, and now having to be glued to my bed because I cannot stand for more than 10 minutes. I cannot sit for more than 10 minutes. I just have to be in bed. I just hate I only want my bed to sleep, not to stay in it for the whole day, if you understand what I mean. Went back this morning, I was so angry, and the more I'm stressing about the pain, is the more it strikes, The little thing, with the back pain, I realized that whenever you are getting stressed, you don't feel like you are getting stressed, but the more you are getting pressured, that stress hit directly to the pain. But we move, and I'm here, and I don't know. I just want to thank God that I'm sitting here and I'm talking about this whole situation, and I'm not emotional, and I'm just grateful that I'm sitting here alive. And this morning, as I was at the hospital, right? Because sometimes it gets worse. This pain, like I don't know how I should put this word, because I don't want it to sound like I'm proclaiming it upon my life, because I'm not. I was so stressed. I was so angry. I wasn't feeling the stress. I was just too angry. I was very, very, very angry because I went here. They're telling me go here. I went here, and I got so angry to the point where the nurse realized that I was stressing out, and she was like, "No, ma'am, you can say it, and we can talk, and blah blah." And she tried. She tried making phone calls and stuff until I was able to get the help I need. But the question is, where did I have to be angry for me to get help? I went at the hospital around 8 a.m. and I came back at 12 because I couldn't get help. Like, why did I have to get angry to get the help I need? Namibia, please. I just don't understand why I had to be angry, why I had to be stressed to get the help that I need. As I was there, as I'm being stressed, now the back is striking more until my husband said, let me get you a wheelchair, because I couldn't sit on the bench. I was sitting there, and because the bench are hard, so I need to sit on something soft, because if I sit on something hard, then the pain is too much. That is how worse my life is right now. Husband got me a wheelchair, and as I'm sitting in the wheelchair, that was the worst experiment ever. And then, like, when when the doc came to call me, right, and then it was like, no, we need to go see the doctor and talk to the doctor and stuff. He was like, let me just push you, because I was working very, very slow, at a very slow pace. So it's like, let me just push you in a wheelchair. I'm like, no, I don't want. He's like, why? I'm like, no, I don't want. I just don't want that experience. I'm not saying it's something bad to those that are in a situation like that. No, don't get me wrong. But I'm just saying that it is scary. It got, like, I've been on my feet for the whole 34 years of my life. Even at my worst pain, where I couldn't walk for 5 seconds, I would still take one, 2 step, then sit, take 1, 2 step, then sit. So me being pushed in a wheelchair, it was the most scariest. You guys, can you keep it down? Kabeshimo, keep it down, please. Being a whole 34 years old and been on my feet for the past 34 years of my life, and now I have to be pushed in a wheelchair, and it was the most scariest thing of my life. I realized that I've been pushing myself way harder than I should, and I shouldn't do that to myself. Like, why am I killing myself? By God, sometimes life is so. Sometimes we get so caught up in life, caught up in wanting to do things, getting things done, and everything, and forget ourselves in the process. I forgot myself in this situation. I forgot myself in this whole process and everything. But you guys, don't forget yourself in the process of wanting to accomplish something, or in the process of wanting to do something. I've been wanting to do. I'm the kind of person that can do anything with my hands. Like, be it high or low, whatever it is, I'm gonna do it with my hands. If it comes to my hand, I'm handy. I'm very handy. I'm a handy person. So everything I go like, no, I'm gonna do it. Let's place the house. I'm gonna do it. Let's lift this heavy thing. I'm gonna do it. Let's cook. I'm gonna cook. Let's do laundry. I'm gonna do laundry. Let's everything. And I've been pushing myself. Imagine we renovated our house ourselves, even if we are not done yet. If we are not done yet, we did this whole house ourselves. We had to build the flats at the back ourselves, and all these things. I had to be a part of it for me to feel like I'm present or something. But it's stupid, because I was just killing myself. Now I'm in a position where I'm in a lot of pain, and now I have to suffer the pain myself. The consequences of my actions are coming upon me. At this point of my life, it's when I'm realizing that I have been doing this to myself. We were building our house at the village. We built everything and stuff. That was back in 2020. So that whole hard work was on my back. I was doing everything everybody was doing. And by that, I was killing myself. And last whole year, when we were doing renovation on this house, same thing. Like, you guys, I've been killing myself. I just realized that I've been killing myself, and no, this have to come to an end. This have to stop. This has to be the end of it, even if it means, like, I cannot even do laundry by hand anymore, because I cannot bend, I cannot sit for a long time. Like, be it if I have to pay somebody, like, these things are not even expensive, guys. Why can't I just pay 200 for somebody to do it for me if I can't? If it's a lot of things, I mean, why do I have to wait for them to be a lot of things? Like, the amount of things we do, I just don't understand why we put ourselves in some situations seriously. But that's what we do. Yeah. And as this is my first episode about my bulging disc, it's going to be episode 1 of my life, living with bulging disc till I get healed. I'll be posting videos from time to time about my situation, and I'll be seeing the doctor very soon. I'm going for spinal clinic, like in a week or 2 or so. I'll be going for spine clinic to see what's going on, what and what not. But yeah, I'll be taking you guys with me on that. I'll be making videos on how I live with my bulging disc, or how to live with back pain. Just basically just to live my life. And when I'm saying this, I'm not saying that I'm constantly in pain, like Jan to December. No, that's not what I'm saying. It comes, it goes. It comes, it goes. But for the past 3 weeks, this is my third week in bed, so it's been worse, going like this. So it started like this, it's declining. So what do? Me as I am, I will just keep my faith here, because I have a bigger God than this whole thing. And I'm not calling myself a bulging disc issue, whatever, no, because I have a big God and I know He's going to heal me. So that's it from me today on this episode. Let's see what the next episode will be. I think the next one will be how I manage or how I tackle things around the house with bulging disc, how I live my life whatsoever. Yeah, thank you so much. And if you come to this part of the video, it means you enjoyed it and it means you like it or you would want to hear more. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you won't miss the next one coming up. Thank you so much. Bye.